I searched for the best women of color career coaches, and I found Diana. Her confidence, her authenticity, the way she presents herself was exactly what I wanted.
She has an uncanny ability to see people's potential.
Her heart is in it with you.
Most thoughtful person you will ever meet.
Diana is the ultimate cheerleader.
She truly wants you to succeed in your business.
And will go above and beyond to make that happen. She cares so deeply, and you can see that in every interaction with her.
One of the things that she's really great at is holding you to your big visions of yourself.
There is nothing that she cannot do. She is the wonderful connector of people.
She knows what she's talking about.
She is an absolute gem of a human being. You will never find anyone else like her on the planet.
Her heart, her soul, and her business expertise.
And I was captivated by the messaging that she was giving. At that moment, I knew that I had to work with her.
Diana is a big strategic thinker. She really thinks about big picture and really how to sustain your growth.
Giving me the confidence and the boost that I need to be able to dream big and just think endless opportunities.
She's always ready to help.
How she cares and how she really genuinely wants all of us to succeed.
You're getting the most authentic, genuine, loving person on the planet.
Having her in my corner really gives me a lot of confidence in going for much bigger opportunities. No problem is too big for her to solve.
Before working with Diana, I was feeling stuck and I was really questioning what directions to take.
I was at that level in my business where I knew I wanted to grow. I wanted to elevate myself and what I was offering to my clients.
I thought I had my business somewhat figured out, and I just wanted to grow this what I had. And I didn't even consider all the other possibilities, other revenue streams, collaborations.
Six-figure business at the time, but I felt like it was plateauing a little bit and I wasn't sure how to really bring it to the next level.
Before working with Diana, I had started my business a little under a year. Some of the pain point was inconsistent revenue, inconsistent leads. I was unclear of my brand and how to differentiate myself in the market. I was barely hitting 5K per month.
Before working with Diana, my challenges were around branding, utilizing LinkedIn as an effective marketing strategy, and knowing how to build a new coaching program.
I had been doing everything pretty much on my own in my business.
I don't know what to do next. Where do I take this business? How do I grow it?
I was feeling burnt out and alone. It was so hard to try and figure out everything on my own.
My primary challenge was getting consistent clients. I was actually getting tons of leads and I wasn't able to convert them.
I was lacking a lot of confidence. I felt like I had a ton of imposter syndrome and I was super, super down on myself.
There are very vulnerable moments that I don't know how to navigate.
After working with Diana, I grew tremendously within my business, helping me go from hourly rate to package 5-figure partnership.
Now my business has completely transformed. So we just hit the $1 million mark in terms of lifetime revenue.
Changing my sales pitch and pricing, immediately leading to revenue, as well as more clarity on my overall business direction.
We learned how to really create content that gets leads and gets views.
And her openness to share information, details about how she runs her business is something I've never experienced before.
My confidence level has increased personally and professionally.
All around branding myself effectively on LinkedIn, utilizing LinkedIn as a massive content strategy.
My business has grown tremendously. We had a breakthrough year achieving a 7-figure business milestone. I've grown and up-leveled myself in how I've approached the business.
I started to recognize that there was a lot more that I could do in this life and literally the sky was the limit.
I've gained a lot of confidence, grown as a coach. I've grown in the way that I think about business. I made more than $50,000 in just brand deals. That I'm exceeded $200K because I made less than that as my salary.
From leveling up in my impact, influence, and income.
My conversions went up. I had signed 5 clients. I had over a 20K month in sales.
I have seen exponential growth. So I'm now hitting at least 100 plus leads per month. Now I'm consistently hitting 25K per month, and that's been month over month since working with her. I am now 6-figure business.
Finalizing this 6-figure contract, which is going to be over 4 years.
The mindset I walked away with it was anything is possible. Now is I have a built-in flawless system running on autopilot that I did not have it before.
Now I have 7 coaches on my team, and we ended up restructuring the group program to be a hybrid program, close to another 30 people into the program at a much higher rate. It's an unlimited model.
I didn't necessarily believe that I could create $1 million business until I started having those conversations.
That conversation literally changed the game.
To make their dream into a reality and create a viable business from that dream.
Now when I look at my business, not only have we doubled our revenue, but I actually work less.
When it comes to return on investment, it was 4 to 5 times return on my coaching investment, and something that I would have never imagined to happen so fast.
She sees the possibilities in yourself that you often don't see. And that really helps you to dream big, see what's ahead of you. I gained so many valuable insights from this mastermind.
This program does such a wonderful job of teaching you the infrastructure, the back end, the business strategies that are going to help you elevate your business to the next level.
This is the space where you will learn all the tools and resources to develop your business and have the community of coaches who will support you throughout every step of the way.
You don't have to hustle to get to success and still enjoy your life.
It was the best decision that I possibly could have made for myself and my career growth, and it's been paying off ever since.
And you're not seeing the results that you want, or you are seeing results but they're slower than you want, or you are seeing results and they're exactly what you want but it's taking too much of your time.
You need other people to support you.
If you want your confidence and your business to grow.
And if you want to make an impact, you definitely want to be surrounded by the right people who are already doing what you want to do in future.
If I was starting over, I would join this type of community a lot earlier.
For that person craving connection, wanting to get to the next level, wanting support in a community form to be able to get to the next level.
Having a hard time growing it and wants to be able to show up in a more authentic way.
I would definitely recommend for other coaches to join it because entrepreneurship can be a lonely journey, and this is where you can build that community that will help you on your journey and accelerate your success.
I'm so happy that I made that decision.
Hands down would recommend Diana.
To anybody who is currently in business right now and you are in a place of feeling stuck and you are looking to grow, Diana's the person that you need to go to.
Thank you so much, Diana. I will remember this experience for years to come, and I can't wait for more incredible people to experience the same thing.
So if you're thinking about it, just do it.
I chose to work with Diana because I was able to see her in a presentation that she was part of, and I was captivated by the messaging that she was giving. And at that moment, I knew that I had to work with her. Before working with Diana, there were a lot of challenges that I was experiencing as a new business owner. I had started my business a little under a year prior to working with her. Some of the pain points that were consistently coming up for me was inconsistent revenue, inconsistent leads. I was unclear of my brand and how to differentiate myself in the market. And then my process, I felt like I was very scattered in terms of how I was navigating my business model. I have seen exponential growth. There are lots of things, but I am just going to list out a few that for me as a business owner stands out. So first and foremost, I was barely hitting 5K per month. It was lucky if I did. Now I'm consistently hitting 25K per month, and that's been month over month since working with her. My lead flow has exponentially increased as well. So I'm now hitting at least 100 plus leads per month qualified, able to really narrow in on my niche, who my target audience is, my brand, and that has allowed me also to grow my LinkedIn profile. So I've grown by 1,800 people just in a few months. Final note that I want to make is just how extremely blessed that I am for the opportunity that I've been able to really grow my business. I am now a 6-figure business. I have diversified my portfolio in terms of my business offerings. So I now do coaching alongside speaking and brand partnerships as well, and hopefully branching off into becoming an author this upcoming year. There were a lot of changes that were implemented, specifically walking in the door with the clarity. I was coming from a place where I did not know what I was doing and feeling very overwhelmed. And it just in working with her, I was able to get clearer on my brand and my messaging, which then translated into an untapped channel for me, which was LinkedIn. And so I was able to optimize my profile through the strategies that Diana gave me. And in optimizing my profile, then I started to see a lot more traction in terms of the clients that I specifically was trying to attract into my business. I want to call out is that now going into 2025, I have a really clear roadmap, having worked with Diana because of the amount of leads that I have gotten to the point in my business where I'm going to be pivoting into a group service and coaching program where I will be able to further support clients, regain some of my time, and further scale my business. And that is powerful because 2025 is going to be a year of exponential growth. I would recommend Diana 1,000 times to anybody who is currently in business right now and you are in a place of feeling stuck and you are looking to grow. Diana is the person that you need to go to. She will make sure that if you are looking for exponential growth and getting to the next level, she's going to give you the tools and the strategy and the support that you need to get there. So reiterating my message, if you are in business and you are trying to grow, Diana is the person that you need to go to.
I decided to hire Diana just because of her, number one, her years of experience in the industry as a career coach and established speaker, and just being very, very well known in within the LinkedIn space as well. So I knew that, you know, her knowledge along with her areas of expertise and connections was going to help me get to the next level. Before working with Diana, I was honestly in a space of feeling stuck, and I was really questioning what direction to take within my business because I knew I no longer solely just wanted to have a career coaching business. I knew that I wanted to pivot into speaking, into having more partnerships overall. After working with Diana, success, honestly, I would say grew overnight because I grew tremendously within my business. Diana was able to help me pivot from having that only career coaching space, being known only to work with social workers, to now becoming a well-known, what I like to say, university and nonprofit speaker, and really leaning into more of that professional development space as well, doing staff training sessions, you know, really helping me go from hourly rate to being able to package, you know, 5-figure partnerships, and overall it really kind of helped me just set the tone for success. In working with Diana, some of the things that we worked together on was really elevating and expanding and optimizing my speaker sheet, my website, my LinkedIn profile, but most importantly, the packages. But now that we have a solid foundation in place, it becomes easier for me even when it comes to closing B2B partnerships. One of the things that I'm really proud that I created was my Nano course series, because I am going to become that LinkedIn course instructor, and that is definitely a way to just start building that reputation within the LinkedIn platform. The way that Diana helped me grow my speaking part of my business was really, number one, helping me design specific proposals that really highlighted my value and impact and really showed the return on investment in them working with me. But most importantly, we were really able to get around the pricing, right? Because like I said, I had changed from hourly rate to packages. And I think for me, it kind of boosted my own confidence to be able to be like, wait a minute, I can offer this and I can offer that. And this is a really good value. One of the key things that was truly important to me in working with Diana was the hands-on text and messaging support that I received, because as someone who works full-time, it was truly, truly valuable for me to be able to message Diana or send her a voice note going over potential questions or proposals or just ideas, and getting that hands-on response right away really changed the game for me. The way that Diana helped me accelerate my growth and step into a CEO mindset was helping me enhance my overall productivity and my overall time management by helping me hire a fabulous VA that took so much time off my hands and really helped me get to the next level. In working with Diana, she has honestly given me the confidence and the boost that I need to be able to dream big and just think endless opportunities and really diversify different streams of income for my business. The list goes on, and I'm truly excited about the opportunity to just continue diversifying my income within my business. It was truly worth working with Diana. When it comes to return on investment, it was 4 to 5 times return on my coaching investment, and something that I would have never imagined to happen so fast. Because, you know, once you're in the particular, just in your zone, everything just becomes easier. I highly recommend working with Diana. If you've currently been feeling stuck, this is your opportunity to get the clarity and the foundations and the confidence that you need and make your business fun again. So I highly recommend.
I chose to work with Diana because I wanted somebody who could truly believe and understand me. She really, truly cares about you as a human, and she has the credibility and the expertise in the industry. I had been following Diana for over 2 years, and from what I've seen, just by observation plus working with her, and I knew Diana was the perfect coach for me or mentor to help me get my story out and build a brand. Before working with Diana, one of the challenges I was facing was I was lacking clarity and I was draining myself. And that came in where I wasn't attracting the right type of individuals who I wanted to work with. And that discouraged me and made me doubt myself of my own credibility and the knowledge and the expertise that I had. One of the big shifts that happened for me was actually on my birthday in September last year. Diana had office hours that day and I decided to get on that call. That conversation of about 45 minutes, Diana asked me deep questions about what my background is. So just 1 to 2 sentences that Diana just asked in one simple call, it made me redefine my full brand, my full program, and it made me look at a different version of myself. That, hey, I am credible. I have this expertise. Why not leverage it and really showcase and tell people what I have to offer? So I just really love that conversation, and that's going to be one moment that's always going to live with me. Before, I could say that I lacked confidence because I wasn't attracting the right people. But because I knew what I had to offer, and with Diana's help, I feel so much more confident. Just the way I speak to people, the way that I show up, the way that I even deliver my services to my clients, and the stories that I hear, it just really, really sparks me. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if Diana didn't ask me just simple, basic questions that were complete shifts in my full career and my future ahead in my business. Since working with Diana, I've seen very tangible results in my business, where I went from a $2,000 month or lower to a $6,000 to $10,000 month, just on an average. I've actually increased my price by 60% from where I was at before. This has really helped me to refine my business and my services because I know there's people out there that will come to me and want my services because they believe in me and believe in what I could help and guide them through. Helping them get a job is one of the things that I offer, but the confidence that my clients build is just on a whole nother level. Since I've made this shift, I feel so aligned. I'm feeling more true to myself, feeling more confident. I'm able to show up with excitement and I'm able to deliver and just be who I am while helping so many job seekers out there as well. What makes Diana's program and services so different from the other coaches, other programs that are out there? I would have to say it's her personalization, because she shows you how to run a business, how you should build a business, but she really looks at your program on a personal level. Looks at your story. What is your bigger picture in your business? And then she'll teach you the strategies that are unique to you that you should be applying. And then her constantly checks in on you, either on a call or she provides you with tech support. And she really gives you the time that you deserve. One thing that I love about Diana is that she brings in experts in the career coaching industry, experts that gone through the journey. So even when you're talking to them on these sessions, and they will answer questions for you that are specific to your situation. So it's you don't just get Diana's support, you also get everybody else's support that's been there and done that. And I just love that because it just makes you feel like you're not alone. Even the other members of her community, they're so helpful as well. If you're doubting yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you are feeling like there's nobody there to help you, I highly recommend you work with Diana because she will definitely show you the light. She will show you and give you a direction that you need that's going to work for you. Not only just benefit you in your business, but also in your personal life as well. Because she's been there, she knows the stuff, she knows how the world and technology is reforming, and she'll be able to guide you in the direction you really need to be growing in.
I was inspired to join the retreat because at the time I think I was really craving community, and I think being a entrepreneur can feel lonely at times, and I really wanted to be in a like-minded community of people who just got it and who were in a similar place to me. And so when I joined the mastermind, I had just started building out a team of coaches where I was bringing on a few coaches to help expand and scale. I had a group program that I had been running for a while, but I was feeling like it kind of needed a little bit of a revamp. And the business was like a multi-6-figure business at the time, but I felt like it was kind of plateauing a little bit and I wasn't sure how to like really bring it to the next level. So in the mastermind, two things that I really thought about and focused on with the support of Diana and the support of all the other coaches there were realizing that I had a good system built out with coaches and that it was a system I could continue to expand on and just bring on more people. And that could be a really big revenue driver for us. And basically brainstorming ways that I could scale my group coaching program while also still incorporating one-on-one support, because that's also always been something that's really important to me and important to my clients. And so what that really drove towards and what ended up happening was I ended up bringing on a number more coaches. So now I have 7 coaches on my team, and we ended up restructuring the group program to be a hybrid program that included one-on-one and group elements, probably at close to another, 30 people into the program at this new restructured program at a much higher rate too. We raised the rate of the program. I want to say we like almost doubled it, which has been really great. And then we've just brought on these new coaches, and it's been really tremendous in terms of just being able to scale it and have a system set up so that like even now going into 2025, I can bring in even more coaches into that. And it's kind of like an unlimited model. I think the first lesson was one of the reasons that I went was just around community and connection. And I think that I've always been very independent and had this idea of I can do things on my own. And I was craving connection at that point, but I didn't realize how important it was or how much I needed it. And it really reminded me that that idea of connection, relationships is going to be fundamentally helpful to you rather than feeling like you need to kind of, keep your cards close to your chest and things like that. That's been really helpful. Diana is such a special person. I mean, she is a connector and a facilitator and a relationship developer. She sees the uniqueness and the ability in every person, and she's just incredible in terms of then bringing people together and creating that community. If you're that person craving connection, wanting to get to the next level, wanting support in a community form to be able to get to the next level, then her masterminds are really perfect for you. And again, they're so well thought out and they don't leave, any detail uncovered. So you know that you go in with the full service, that it's all going to be provided for you. So if you want that and you don't want to have to worry and you want someone to provide that experience for you, then Diana's masterminds are perfect.
I had been following Diana for a while before I decided to work with her. And it was at a time where I felt like I was getting a lot of rejections from potential clients. And I really wanted to get to the bottom of why I was getting so many rejections. My primary challenge was getting consistent clients. I was actually getting tons of leads and I wasn't able to convert them. So working with Diana and being in her program, it allowed me to take a look at how I was running these sales calls. So after working with Diana, my conversions went up. I had signed 5 clients in a matter of a couple of months, and I had over a 20K month in sales. Well, really knowing how to ask the right questions and get to the bottom of what the client is looking for is a skill that I developed working with Diana. She had a great guest expert presentation for her mastermind, and it was all about sales. So I took those questions and I started applying them directly in my sales calls, and we were able to immediately change the way that I was able to learn from my clients about really what they wanted. So Diana, she's not really just a coach, she is a mentor. And she has a really amazing group of women that she knows who are also completely crushing career coaching. So, having her in my corner really gives me a lot of confidence in going for much bigger opportunities. And the way she meets you where you are, and there's no judgment in how she shows up. It's really about, okay, let's just understand what's going on. No problem is too big for her to solve, and she's seen it all before. Yeah, so I would totally recommend working with Diana. It was the best decision I had made at the time in my business, but I would highly recommend Diana to anyone who is thinking about launching a coaching business or has a coaching business but is having a hard time growing it and wants to be able to show up in a more authentic way to connect with your ideal clients online.
So I chose to work with Diana for two reasons. Number one is her heart and her soul. And the second reason is because of her business expertise. One was lack of clarity, identifying what set me apart in this market that is somewhat saturated with a number of different professionals, coaches, etc. The other reason was I was lacking a lot of confidence. I felt like I had a ton of imposter syndrome and I was super, super down on myself. One was I learned to weave my unique personality that I might not consider like everyone else. It was something that I learned to weave into my content and how I approach business and not hiding from my true self. And then I had realized that I actually have achieved a lot in my life, but I never really gave myself credit. And so once I started to reverse back and understand what I had achieved, started to recognize that there was a lot more that I could do in this life, and literally the sky was the limit. And then finally, this has been new for me, but I haven't always loved being on camera. I'm a little bit shy and it's not my favorite place to be, but I was able to see how Diana was able to build content and how she was able to record herself and speak so well. So I started getting out there, getting my camera, and started creating videos. And that actually helped my videos to get a lot of engagement, to have a lot of impressions, and to help actually convert into clients. There's a couple of things that I noticed straight off the bat is one, I started to put myself first. I started to understand that it's okay to speak up and to advocate for myself, whether it was in my personal or professional life. And that is a big milestone and hurdle that I've overcome. I also started to be kinder to myself and not constantly beat myself up and say, like, you could have done better, you should have done better. I started to really take deep breaths and understood that where I was today was perfectly fine and I needed to celebrate my wins. What I love about Diana is her ability to truly care and serve. She is someone that is not just here just to make a quick dime, or someone that is here to just have likes and fans and just raving reviews. She really truly does want to work with humans. One of the stories that I'll share that about Diana and just like the power is that I remember that it was an after work day. I just left a co-working space and I was talking to Diana on the phone about potentially joining her program. And I was really nervous because it was just something I'd invested in coaching and sometimes it didn't work. And just the fact that I literally was walking around the mall, like thinking about like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't know if this is going to be the right decision, but literally for her to break down and to really get into the core of who I am, what I'm here to do, how I can add impact. And for someone to truly listen to that and see that, yes, like there's value in you and I'm going to help you bring it out. I'm going to help you put tools and systems in place. That was a change. That conversation literally changed the game for me. It is a no-brainer. You get so much value packed in the time that you're with her that is unlike anything that I've experienced before. What I loved about it though is that I was able to be in different spaces and be in a calm, cool, collected manner and be able to just get so much insight, like pages and pages of insight that I was literally able to take back and implement into my business like right away.
My name is Anjeza Mohammed, and my business is The Consulting Nest. I chose to work with Diana as my coach because I really wanted to learn the behind the scenes of building a business in coaching, branding, and definitely on LinkedIn. And Diana was the best person for that. What I love about working with Diana is that she's very personable. She'll hold you accountable. She's always ready to help and answer and share resources, and she's available. And that's really important to me in a coach. Before working with Diana, my challenges were around branding, utilizing LinkedIn as an effective marketing strategy, and just really knowing how to build a new coaching program that was a little different from previous ones. What I learned from the program and applied to my business was all around branding myself effectively on LinkedIn, utilizing LinkedIn as a massive content strategy in how I was marketing my business, and really learning more about coaching and the lead generation and utilizing my coaching to do more than just one-on-one coaching or group coaching with clients. Diana's program differentiates from what's available in the market because there's also group coaching as well as one-on-one coaching. And I was lucky enough to do the one-on-one coaching where I had Diana available over voice texts and text messages all throughout the day. So when I had questions or I needed advice or her to review something, I was able to send it to her and she was able to respond quickly. And I also really appreciated that it was Diana sharing about her own experience and providing us knowledge and expertise, but also she brought in guest experts that can give us real life examples of how they're building and the things that they're doing as well, which was great to have different perspectives in how to build a business. The people that should work with Diana would be career coaches that have already started their business, that are at least a year or two into it. They've tried to do it on their own. They've tried all the different strategies that they can read online, but need a little bit more guidance, more behind the scenes, more support, and really have a strategy that will help them grow. And that's who should join Diana's program.
I'm Lauren Young Durbin, and I serve female attorneys who are looking into career transitions. Diana's program is different than from what's available in the market. And I know because I've taken many, many classes. I have a Trello board of all of my classes and all the lessons. I am a non-completer. And working with Diana, I actually attended the classes. It's just also unusual for me. It's because I knew every time I got into my Zoom for a call, I was going to leave with something amazing. I was going to leave with a tactic, a strategy, a question to ask myself to move me forward in both my business and my personal life. So that's the big difference with Diana. And it's good enough that I actually, non-completer that I am, I actually go through the course again. So that's a big difference. I hired Diana because the usual things of why you hire someone, that she's knowledgeable, she cares, she knows what she's talking about, which is, I guess, knowledgeable. But more importantly, when we spoke, she spoke to me as a person and as a business owner. She spoke to some of the insecurities I had about, I don't know what to do next. Where do I take this business? How do I grow it? And she offered me practical tips. And that was all on our call when I was thinking about working with her. So I figured if she can give me that much information and hope in that small call, I can't imagine how much I'll grow by working with her. I would say the biggest transformation I gained by working with Diana is that my confidence level has increased. I don't know, X-fold, a whole lot of fold. I don't know what the number is, but it has increased personally and professionally, in the sense that I got the confidence to decide that it's okay to pivot. That's all right. I don't have to stay with this niche. And by doing so, I have no doubt that I would be a better coach because I'm working with a group that's a better fit for me. It's narrow. We have common experiences. I am perfectly imperfect and just kind of roll with the punches. And that by other people seeing that you're a real person, it gives them permission also to be who they truly are. And I know a lot of that has come from working with Diana. Would I recommend Diana's coaching to others? Yes, it's a resounding yes. And I have already. Not only do I recommend it to others, I'm recommending it to myself. It's going on my vision boards. Yes, I have more than one. I have a vision journal. It's going everywhere. So this isn't a one and done for me. And I recommend anyone who wants to feel as if they have an advocate, someone in their corner who's there to help them grow. That's the person who should work with Diana. If you're someone who wants to feel as if you matter, as if you're not just a number, if you want your confidence and your business to grow, most definitely work with Diana because she won't let you down.
The reason I chose to work with Diana is because I've actually been following her for quite some time. I would say probably over a year. She probably doesn't know, but I was following her for quite some time. She is a career coach herself too. And I really liked the way that her branding and positioning was on LinkedIn as an expert in her field and career coaching. And then also, I was just attracted to her content creation because I just felt like it was a little bit more real and authentic. And she really connects with her audience and the coaches that she works with. So one of the biggest challenges I would say would be just hesitancy. Particularly also, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to afford her services and the pricing. But then when I spoke to her, she was really willing to work with me to make sure that I get the results and work with me on the pricing to make sure that I was able to move forward and work with her. So for me, it was to get more contracts so I can have more stability and make that transition from a side hustler to like my main hustle. So that was one of the biggest things that I wanted to really get clarity on for that. And then just be more consistent, on LinkedIn to get more lead generation and be clear in my messaging. Because I think before, I kind of served maybe all nurses, and I wanted to be more clear on serving kind of the novice new nurse. So one thing I would say is she's really taught me, I'm not really an operations person. I don't like operations very much, but obviously to run a business, you have to be really good with operations. I really like the visionary end of things and executing and taking action. And I like the marketing and, podcasting and that. But in terms of operations and actually running the business, I need to look at numbers a little bit more, what makes sense. So I think she's definitely helped me on that end. There was a particular university that I was working with for months, and we were in talks early on about, a particular program that I wanted to create. So Diana really helped me in really being prepared, number one, for the meeting. We came in with an actual concrete plan and actually had numbers, an Excel sheet, and a proposal that their team can really look at and assess. And we gave them 3 different options that really made sense for both parties. And I really felt more comfortable and more confident going into this, the other meetings, because in the initial meetings, I was all alone and I felt like I really didn't have anybody on my side to really help present kind of my case. But she really was on my side the whole time when she did attend these meetings. And I felt like they went much more smoothly and really solidified. We're so close to really finalizing this 6-figure contract, which is going to be over 4 years. And that's really what I wanted. So I'm happy, I'm happy that she was there to support really the whole way. Diana actually could work with multiple people because another reason why I was attracted to working with Diana is because she's so versatile in her skills, her skill set, and what she actually does. And then the other thing, I think Diana is a big strategic thinker. So, even though you do want to have some cash flow, with say you're doing one-on-one clients or whatever, she really thinks about big picture and really how to sustain your growth as an entrepreneur. So whether you're side hustling or wanting to go into a main hustle, she can help you with that transition and diversify your income by thinking about different ways. So she really looks at ways to monetize your expertise and have multiple streams of income.
What inspired me to go and join Diana's mastermind was all the women out there that I felt that they were part of competitions in the coaching world. I was thinking, what are they doing differently that I can be one of them one day? And I think Diana curated amazing list of coaching professionals. They all had their expertise, and I could not wait to hang out with people like that. Instead of thinking they're my competitions, I wanted to collaborate with the women who stand out all over. So I want to be part of them. So when I joined the mastermind retreat, I was just doing one-on-one coaching. I had no intention of building the group coaching program, self-paced course online, but I learned so much from that mastermind. In fact, I was so overwhelmed by it, I could not wait to come back and start my group coaching. So it just changed my whole mindset about the impact I can make globally if I start with the group coaching. I learned so much about the launches strategy from the coaches who are doing the group coaching. I rebuilt my whole system to launch the group coaching, and that was quite amazing to walk away from that mastermind. Now is I have a built-in flawless system from onboarding the client the right way, transitioning into, through the group coaching from one-to-one. So system is running on autopilot that I did not have it before. And I'm so glad that I attended that mastermind in Mexico to understand how coaches are using the system as their advantage. And it would have never been possible if I just hung out with the other people online. And it was fantastic to be in person, to learn and grow as a coaches together as a part of collaborative approach. It's been amazing to actually get that confidence back that I lost it as a business owner, because when I was new, I had no one to ask those questions, and people were not transparent. I think the mindset I walked away with it was anything is possible if you put your heart and soul and reach out if you need help. Diana planned everything thoughtfully. She took everyone's feedback and she implemented the strategy that's going to work out for each one of us. It was almost like customized mastermind. So everyone walked away with a lot of great insights, and the book, the gift, everything was so inspiring and everything was planned out. I would highly recommend Diana's mastermind to the coaches who are stuck and who really have no community of the coaches, high achiever, ambitious professionals, even people who are trying to build a side hustle and they're stuck. They want to know where to start from. And if you want to be that coach to someone else, and if you want to make an impact, you definitely want to be surrounded by the right people who are already doing where you want to do in future. So I think fun, learning, you don't get two packaged together with the business coaches, and this is the fantastic program.
I was inspired to join the retreat because I had been doing everything pretty much on my own in my business. And I was really excited to get together with a group of other people who were doing something similar to what I was. When I joined the mastermind retreat, I had just finished my first 12 months in business. I was primarily doing one-on-one coaching, and my business had hit a little over 200K. Now my business has completely transformed. So I've moved much more to a group coaching model. We just hit the $1 million mark in terms of lifetime revenue. And I have a small team. So it looks very different today than it did when I joined the mastermind. I mean, I loved that it was intimate. I loved that I really had an opportunity I got some one-on-one time with Diana, which was great. I had one-on-one time with, many of the other women, just grabbing lunch or side conversations. We woke up the second day at 5 a.m. and started talking about business. And I had never experienced that before. So Diana's amazing. Diana thinks of all of the details. I was so impressed at the way that the mastermind was executed, all of the thoughtful little touches. I think that is something that makes Diana really special. Also, just the fact that she cares so much, right? So when you work with Diana, you know that she truly wants you to succeed in your business. Like, her heart is in it with you. And that's something that you don't find very often. I'm like getting a little emotional. Yeah, there's just something about the way she interacts with you that you feel really supported, and you feel that your success is her success. So that's a very unique thing. Biggest thing that I got from the mastermind was that, the belief in myself that I could create larger successful business. Before I came to the mastermind, I didn't necessarily believe that I could create $1 million business until I started having those conversations, being in rooms with these women who were doing just that, right? And that really opened my mind to the fact that it was possible for me too. And so I definitely recommend Diana's services and programs to anyone out there that has a business. The cool thing about what Diana does is, depending on where you are in your business, you may be a fit for the mastermind or you may be a fit for her accelerator, right? If you're earlier on in your business and you're looking to create, more consistent income and a strong six-figure business, then the accelerator is perfect for you. If you already have a six-figure business and you want to really hit the gas and take it to that next level, then the mastermind is perfect.
When I joined the mastermind, I had just finished my first year and I was very proud because I just crossed the 6 figures mark, but I worked so hard. It didn't feel like there was more for me to give. Now when I look at my business, and not only have we doubled our revenue, but I actually worked less. I did more things better. It was actually a really interesting story. I have already had a full year in business, and at the end of it, I was feeling burnt out and alone. It was so hard to try and figure out everything on my own. And I just remember seeing Diana and Tiffany on LinkedIn talking about this mastermind happening. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I can just be part of that type of group, I'm gonna learn so quickly. First and foremost, I really liked that it was small enough that you know everyone, but big enough that it feels like a community. I really liked how everyone in this community was already successful on their own terms, and they are all unbelievably amazing ladies that I can learn from. So I think all of these combined with just what Diana brings to the table, her energy, the ability to bring amazing people, I think that is what made this mastermind so special. Diana is probably the kindest, most thoughtful person you will ever meet. She can read people, she knows how you feel, she's very intuitive. So if there's anything going on with you, trust me, Diana will know it. If I had to use just one word to describe this entire experience, it was incredibly humane. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Diana's programs. I know that she has 2 right now, so one of them is going to be if you're just getting started and you really want to build the infrastructure. She has so much experience, having been in this industry for more than a decade, so you can learn so much, not to mention, I know she brings a lot of experts. I was one of them. And if you're a little bit further away in your business and it's really about scale, I think that's the opportunity to join the mastermind, because you're going to be around people who are doing that and are growing, and you're going to learn best practices, but you're also going to gain a community that's going to help you further down the line. So being part of a community is a game changer. If I was starting over, I would probably join this type of community a lot earlier so that I have that type of support. And I think we often forget that it's okay to ask for help. It's actually what's going to get us there a lot faster. I mean, we're all coaches. This is literally what we're selling. We just need to practice what we preach.
So my name is Natalie Sarah Brennick, and I started my full-time coaching and consulting business April 2023. So I met Diana in the summer of 23, so is the first time that I met her. And the way that I came across her, it wasn't exactly love at first sight, because it's not in a romantic way, but it was very much like conversation. She is one of the warmest people I've ever met in this space. So with her encouragement and just getting to know the women, I felt instantly welcomed. And yeah, it really did help me make that decision. And I gotta say, it was the best decision that I possibly could have made for myself and my career growth in that moment. Been paying off ever since. What did I learn? So many things. How to nurture prospects coming into your zone. What does it mean to have a warm lead / cold lead / hot lead? And how do you convert them at every stage of the process? Like the whole client experience from start to finish. How do you speak to your audience? Big thing that I walked away from the mastermind was really focusing on messaging that connects on the transformation that the client is going through, as well as being able to really make an impact on the company level. The biggest result that I should say walking away from the mastermind experience itself were the relationships that I made with amazing women and talented business owners. Community is huge for me. And that was a big goal of mine going into the mastermind itself. And I walked away with lifelong friendships, which I'm very, very grateful for. So Diana's superpower, hands down, is twofold. It's her herself. You're getting the most authentic, genuine, loving person on the planet. There are very few people in this industry, on the online space, that genuinely care. Her ability to draw in the perfect talent to learn from, to grow with, that to me, it just married the most perfect experience for me. That's the easiest question to answer. I hands down would recommend Diana to anyone looking to just really up level. If they're lacking that support to get them there in this lonely world of entrepreneurship, and they're struggling to really grasp that clarity for themselves on how to make their dream into a reality and create a business, a viable business from that dream, hands down, Diana is your girl.
The challenges I was having is I was in the business in an operations mode rather than thinking strategically about my next level in the business. So I wanted to think of more as CEO more than being in the operations and the day-to-day work. I joined the mastermind retreat because I wanted three things out of it. First of all, the learning, the setup, the vibes and relaxation, so I can as well pamper myself, and the intense 5 days of learning. Being in the mastermind retreat had me reflecting on my own self-care, how it is really powerful when you step back, reflect about all of the goals that you've already set for yourself and where you want to go next, while actually taking care of yourself really is a powerful impact. And that what happened for me. In this way, I'll be serving my clients better, even my loved ones and myself. Another reflection is the bond. You cannot flourish as well without having a support system and having people around you who believes in you. The bond that we created together in this retreat is really, really valuable for me. I know now that I can reach out to this coach for a certain help and she will be there for me. So it is that sisterhood bond that we created. The biggest two insights I had after this retreat, first of all, making myself a strategic priority, taking care of myself. And the second is thinking like a CEO. So thinking at that strategic level will help me scale up and take it to the next level. The results I've seen since I started working with Diana is moving from a la carte services to program-based services. I have changed and refined my pricing, optimized my offers, even my content strategy. I had my first 10K month after just 8 weeks working with Diana. And now in the past 4 months, I've exceeded what I've made in 2024. One key thing that really shifted for me is my mindset. How I perceive my own value and how I perceive myself, the confidence level of how I show up, owning my worth and what I can give to my clients. What I love about working with Diana is that she cares and she takes it as her mission to make sure I succeed. So my success is her success. And also she customizes the support I need to my case. And she's a friend more than a coach. She's my coach, but she's a friend as well. So it's just that beautiful relationship that you build with her and you bond and you definitely build that trust in her that she will lead you and she will get you to the success you want. I highly, highly, highly recommend Diana. It's an investment I made that I would never, never, ever regret. It's actually the best investment in my life that I did so far. And definitely if you are currently looking to establish a business, Diana is your go-to person, or you feel that you're stuck at a level and don't know how to move forward, she can help you scale. And also if you're looking to build a 6-figure business, she is your person. I tell you that.
This is my second year returning to Diana's luxury retreat and business mastermind, and I think that says it all. I'm so humbled and excited to have come back for year 2 for another unbelievable experience. I gained so much last year, and I've grown so much as a professional business owner and CEO, and I was so excited to be a part of this year's mastermind and be able to partake in the selection of some of the incredible women that were able to join us here this year. And I'm leaving with so many incredible new insights, learnings, and opportunities ahead of me. And I'm so happy that I made that decision. There's so many elements that make this particular mastermind very unique and different. First and foremost, of course, is the one and only Diana. She is an absolute gem of a human being. You will never find anyone else like her on the planet. I'm convinced of that. The amount of care, passion, and empathy that she brings into everything that she does is so evident the moment that you come into contact with her. And the second element, I would say, is the amount of detail that she pours into preparing the most memorable and unique experience. Nothing is left untouched. She wants everything to be done for you so that when you arrive, it is a seamless, beautiful experience where you can focus on the learning, up-leveling, as well as the community support surrounded by incredibly inspiring women. Since last year's mastermind, my business has grown tremendously. We had a breakthrough year achieving a 7-figure business milestone, which was major. And a lot of that came from the mastermind insights and strategies that I gained from last April. I've grown and up-leveled myself in how I've approached the business, thinking much bigger picture. And I'd say one thing that is extremely unique with Diana is that she sees the possibilities in yourself that you often don't see. And that really helps you to dream big, see what's ahead of you, and of course, be paired with the strategy and best practices, and of course, the support to make sure you make it happen. There's so many reasons why you should join this mastermind. Firstly is the incredible community that you get to be a part of. Diana puts so much thought and care into curating a distinct set of women and business owners that can truly complement each other in this very intimate experience. And that is a talent that most do not have. The second is the amount of strategies and learnings that you will gain in just a 5-day time frame that you can go back and tactically action. I, once again this year, have an entire list of my to-dos that I'm so excited to go dive into. And I'd say the third piece is this real balance of work life, but also taking care of yourself. Diana is the emulation of what self-care is and how you can build a thriving business. And she wants each member of this mastermind to experience that firsthand so that we up-level our confidence, our self-worth, and everything that we're capable of. I can't recommend this experience enough. Obviously, I'm on year 2 for a reason, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. I joined the Luxury Retreat and Business Mastermind because I was at that level in my business where I knew I wanted to grow. I wanted to elevate myself and what I was offering to my clients. And I wanted to do it in a way that was going to be sustainable. This program does such a wonderful job of teaching you the infrastructure, the back end, the business strategies that are going to help you elevate your business to the next level, while at the same time providing the space and opportunity for you to really do that self-work on what it is that's going to light you up and that's going to help you bring the most value to your clients. This experience is so unique because not only are we doing the diligence of building our businesses and thinking long-term strategy, there's the incredible power of so many women being brought together who are all leading their own businesses, bringing their unique perspective, bringing their background, bringing their history and what makes them unique. And when you put all of those women together, especially with the power of Diana YK Chan behind them, you get a truly elevated experience that allows all of us to grow together, whether you've already built a successful business or you're still finding that direction and clarity that you need to really launch your growth forward. There's so many insights that you gain during this mastermind, everything from the infrastructure and the back end, the pipes, as I like to call them, to build your business, through how you can be your most authentic self with your end client and deliver value and impact through what you're offering, but also how you see yourself as the individual, as worthy, as capable of growth, of putting on that CEO hat and really stepping into that future self. You have this unique balance of all three that allows you to really push yourself to get to the next level. What don't I love working with Diana YK Chan? There is nothing that she cannot do. She is the wonderful connector of people, but more than that, she just exudes empathy, and care from every pore of her being. There is not a difficult situation that you can face that Diana cannot make you feel better or give you direction or clarity coming out of. And being able to work with someone who is so secure in their own identity and in what they're building, who had so much growth themselves to guide you forward into that next version of yourself is so incredibly powerful. I was brought in by somebody that I trusted incredibly well, and now Diana has joined that group of female entrepreneurs who I look up to and who I value their opinion and perspective. This mastermind is for anyone in their business who feels capable and confident of taking the next step. Whether that next step is forming your business and getting the basics that you need to build a successful career moving forward, or whether this is someone who has an established business who is ready to invest in themselves and do that deep strategy work to take their business to that next level. This mastermind does such a wonderful job of being inclusive for various stages of the business, for various business types within the coaching sphere. And so much of that comes together in a way that is really collaborative and effective for each individual within the mastermind. So if you're ready to take that next step, if you feel ready to move forward in your business, I highly recommend the Luxury Business Mastermind.
What I love most about this week is that Diana really brings in the wealthy and the worthy. And the worthy to me means she showed us and taught us to really believe in ourselves, that we deserve all the wealth and success in the world, that we deserve to be pampered, that we deserve to feel like CEOs. And it is paired perfectly with the wealthy of giving us the strategies. I came back because this is such a unique opportunity to step outside of your business and be encouraged and enabled to dream bigger than you ever could at home. Plus, being given the strategies and tools and support. And this group of women was just out of this world amazing. The connections we made with each other, the collaborations, the ideas that were sparked. The biggest aha from this retreat was going from working in my business to working on my business. This week has really shown me of what I truly want, the clarity of wanting to be the CEO of my business, and strategically of how I can make that a reality. Since the first retreat, I created 3 really strong offers that I felt very confident in. The second thing I experienced was Diana helped me develop the tagline, Career Clarity in 30 Days Guaranteed. And my confidence in being able to deliver that significantly grew during the retreat, and I was really able to own that value proposition. And then last but not least, my overall confidence and the way I was able to show up on camera for my clients in marketing has significantly shifted. I walk away with knowing that I'm worthy and deserving of the success that is in my near future. And I'm walking away with an amazing network of women that are just supporting me every step of the way. And what I love about Diana is that she has the biggest heart and she cares so much about each and every single person she comes in contact with and each and every single one of her clients. She goes above and beyond. She doesn't just create a retreat, but she creates an experience where every little detail is thought through and it's delivered with just so much heart and soul. Diana is very different in her approach compared to many other business coaches, is that she has the ability to help you see what's possible for you. She really helps you see the possibility, the big vision, the transformation that you can create for people, that you are the possibility for others. And then she gives you the strategies and tools to also turn that into reality. The coaches that would truly benefit from working with Diana are the ones who want to up-level. If you are done playing it small, if you're done feeling overlooked, if you're done not gaining the leads and the revenue that you're desiring to, if you're ready to take your business to the next level and truly generate the income, impact, and influence you desire, Diana is your coach. What I love about Diana is that she has the biggest heart and she cares so much about each and every single person she comes in contact with and each and every single one of her clients. She goes above and beyond. She doesn't just create a retreat, but she creates an experience where every little detail is thought through and it's delivered with just so much heart and soul.
I chose Diana over very powerful coaches that had been following for a few years in the market. And when Diana came to my world, it was a big yes, because I knew that I was going to be seen, I was going to be heard, I was going to be valued.
She's loving, she's caring. Diana cares about you and your success and wants to see you win. And I feel like I've gained not just a coach, but a friend, a lifelong friend that is going to journey along this journey with me that I'm new to. And for that, I'm grateful.
What I love about Diana is she is everything. She's so bubbly, she's so encouraging, she's so empowering. To have somebody like Diana, it's just like next level.
What I love about Diana is she truly cares. She shows up as a coach, a leader, a business strategist, and she shows you it is possible.
What I love about working with Diana is that she takes it as her mission to make sure I succeed. So my success is her success. And also, she customizes the support I need to my case. And she's a friend more than a coach. She's my coach, but she's a friend as well. So it's just that beautiful relationship that you build with her, and you bond, and you definitely build that trust in her that she will lead you and she will get you to the success you want.
Diana really brings in the wealthy and the worthy. And the worthy to me means she showed us and taught us to really believe in ourselves, that we deserve all the wealth and success in the world. And it is paired perfectly with the wealthy of giving us the strategies.
Diana just turned things around for me. Throughout this mastermind, I have been held and also encouraged or pushed and challenged to step up.
And so by being here, I was able to get clarity, get focus, get support on all of those things, and know what I need to do as I go back home to kind of showing up as a true, authentic, and audacious and bold coach that I know that I truly am.
Biggest breakthrough for me, that transformation of making it succinct enough so I can do that, move them through where they are now and where they can be in 6 months.
And having people around you who believes in you. The bond that we created together in this retreat, it's really, really valuable for me. I know now that I can reach out to this coach for a certain help and she will be there for me.
This is what she actually does for you. And I've had the pleasure of being part of this, and I will be back next year because I now have a blueprint for success.
I highly, highly, highly recommend Diana. It's an investment I made that I would never, ever regret.
Invest in yourself now. I wish I'd done that when I started my business. When I thought like I need to make money before I invest in myself, it's actually the other way around, because that's what's going to create the real acceleration and the result.
If you are an entrepreneur that is feeling stuck, that is feeling unfulfilled, that needs some clarity, mindset, some structure from a real and authentic coach who's got your back.
If you are thinking about moving your business to the next level and to really get past that struggling, Diana's mastermind program, Accelerator program is the way to go.
If you've been told and spent X amount of dollars on other coaches and still feel like you don't have the answers, don't kick yourself like I did. Just join with Diana and you will not be sorry.
If you're ready to take your business to the next level and truly generate the income, impact, and influence you desire, Diana is your coach.